much better now. Hopefully we got some audio now. Let's go to live chat. Okay, there we go. So shout out to everybody that's joining this live feed. It ain't about nothing but some trucking, some Q&A. We ain't got nothing better to do. It's Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas to y'all. Happy New Year's. Happy holidays. For all y'all that couldn't make it to the house or didn't want to come home, nothing wrong with that. Get your money, man. Whatever you gotta do to survive in this down economy. Whatever you gotta do to survive. You know, Brother Andrew about to get ready to get back on the road here soon. You know, 2026, we back in the truck. Am I looking forward to getting back in the truck? Nope. I ain't looking forward to nothing, man. Shoot, who want to drive a truck? Are you kidding me? And I own trucks. I got it easy. Super easy. People just don't know how easy I got it. All I gotta do is get in the truck and literally just collect money. I'm just joking. It don't come that easy. Or maybe it do. Does it come that easy? Who's that right there? Hold on now. I done done about 3 live feeds. Anyways, trucking Q&A. You guys got questions, and perhaps I may have answers. Who knows? I may have answers, or maybe not. I don't know. But come 2026, you know, before we get started in 2026, we got to find a way to cut expenses. I gotta get my expenses as low as possible. Me personally. Now, I'm not telling you guys what you got to do. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. And so far, I done done it. I done squeeze. I done got my expenses as low as I can possibly get them without cutting out my cell phone and life insurance policy. I started looking at the life insurance policy. I'm like, do I really want to pay Progressive $24 a month? Then I started to ask ChatGPT, and ChatGPT was telling me how cheap it is. Hey, like, bro, if you cut the $24 a month, you try to go get it again, it may be freaking 40 something dollars in the future. I'm like, okay, well, let me continue handing over this $24 a month. Brother Andrew, cheap, man. Brother, cheap, man. I'm trying to figure out every which way to not to give Mr. Charlie no money. Okay? Well, you may say I'm cheap, but the reason why I'm trying to get low like this is because I know come 2026, my expenses is gonna be freaking crazy. It's gonna be extremely crazy, man. You gotta think. When I start running my truck, my operation, and if I actually get into this travel space of YouTube, my expenses is gonna be crazy. First of all, my insurance is $1,300 a month. My fuel bill for my truck gonna run about $2,000 a month. ELD is about $8 a week. Airplane tickets, round trip airplane tickets is somewhere between $400 to $800 per person. Airbnb is gonna hit me for about $100 a day. Then all this exotic food and all this partying and all that, man, that stuff can range in the thousands. So I'm gonna have money flying all out of my account come next year. And hopefully, hopefully I enjoy it. I don't know. We got a lot of trucking content to film. A lot of breakdowns, a lot of money getting spent at Freightliner on parts, new turbo, new belts, new hoses. Batteries, alternator, tires. We're gonna be at the tire shop getting tires, shots, steer tires. I don't think we buying brakes not in 2026, but greasing trucks up. You know, arguing with shippers and receivers and brokers and all types of nonsense. So it'll be plenty of money flying out of my account. So don't get confused when Andrew started talking about how I got to get my expenses low. Yes, I gotta get my expenses low because I project a ton of money flying out of my account come 2026. If that make any sense, okay? I'm just saying. And trucking right now is just a hobby for me. But even though it's a hobby, even though it's something that I consider doing for fun, a hobby. This YouTube is like a hobby to me too. But I'm more into the YouTube than I am into the trucking. But I know how to do both. I know how to do YouTube. I know how to do trucking. But I understand trucking costs a lot of money. Okay, costs a lot of money. And even though I pretty much know the game as far as how to keep the expenses low with the trucks and what parts to do and where to get parts from and where to take the truck to do certain stuff. Okay, let me read some comments. What are your investment? Wait a minute. What are your investments inside your Roth IRA? Do you max it out every year? I don't max it out every year. I need to. I say I pretty much matched it out to about 75% this year. I put about 4,500 in, somewhere right in there. As far as my investments, VO, VGT, FTEC, and I do two single stocks in my Roth IRA. Of course, I got my main brokerage. I got two brokerages. I got Vanguard, which I started back in 2015, and then I got Robinhood, which I started. Hell, I don't know when I started Robinhood. Maybe, maybe I started Robinhood in 2023. Nah, no, I didn't. Shoot, I forgot. Nah, I started Robinhood probably like 2019 because I remember in 2020 I was doing options trading on Robinhood. So, shoot, see, even I lose track of time. So I don't do any type of options trading, forex, day trading, crypto trading. I don't do none of that. I just buy and hold. That's all I do. Buy and hold. That's it. I don't do no ridiculous, you know, penny stocks or pink stocks or whatever they want. I don't do none of that, guys. I just look at the top 10 companies. Either I get an ETF or I get something in one of these. If I go look at an ETF and I see the top 10 holdings of an ETF, all the big boy companies, I may do individual by individual stocks in those companies like Nvidia and Google and Meta and things like that. But, you know, I don't do no I don't do no like random companies, like speculation, because I done been there and done that. Okay. Other than that, yeah, that's what I do as far as investments go. Always looking to invest. I don't got that much expenses, so I'm looking at that's all I'm looking to do. Invest and have fun. That's all. That's it, man. Max out the stock market. Try to give me either a cash house next year or either finance a house $100,000 or less and go travel. But the purpose of going to travel is to make money. Okay, yeah, that's right. When I go travel, it's to make money. See, I travel because YouTube allows me to make money when I go travel, filming all the content and all that. It's like a job. I'm going to, people. It's people. Okay, so this is what I gathered from watching other YouTubers. Okay, because I was watching Party Hard a little bit earlier. He was talking about the travel people too. Right now, there's a guy called NYC The Future. He I don't know what to think about this dude right here, but he's over in Dominican Republic. He go live every day. Y'all can go see his channel. He usually got about 200 some people in all the live feeds. This dude is completely broke over in Dominican Republic. I'm talking about broke. Everybody watching this video, he broken to you. He ain't got no money. He only survives by how much money people on YouTube donates to him. And I'm sitting over there looking at this channel. I'm like, man, YouTube. Now of course, YouTube pays him monthly, and he get the cash ups and the all, all that. The people pay his rent. The people on YouTube pay his rent. They cash up him every month for his rent. His rent is $1,000 a month. But I'm sitting over there looking at this. I said, this is the competition. This is the competition. He go live, it's 200 people over there. I go live, I got 30 some people. I'm like, man, I could take this over easily. These people traveling these countries, they ain't got no job, they ain't got no career, they ain't got no way to make no money. I'm sitting over here with cash, equipment, man, the ability. I can make $1,000 by tomorrow with my truck. I just get on DAT load board, book it. Well, not now because it's the holidays, but come Friday, I could book a load, man. How I get paid by Monday? Shoot, man, what? Man, shoot. I'm just saying, I be looking at these people, I be like, man, I could take this crap over easily. Be the number one. Well, I ain't gonna say I'll be the number one traveling YouTuber, but I'll be up there. I'll be up there. So yeah, I'm interested in, because this is more money, more money, more views, more subscribers, mixed audience, just combining the travel content with the trucking content. Of course, it'll be way more trucking content because I actually gotta, I gotta work. The traveling, that'll be like, once every 3 months or something. You got that making any sense? But my only goals for next year is really to just, like I said, I'm more interested in the real estate, trying to get me a cheap property. Other than that, the only other goal I got is just the traveling, but the traveling is just for fun. I'm still planning to get paid from it through YouTube, but the real estate, whether it happened next year or the year before, That's kind of the main thing. Then after that, once I get a house, guys, my money just going to the stock market past that point. You know, I may, maybe upgrade the car or something. But as far as buying more trucks, I'm not buying no more trucks because I already got 3 of them. Um, there may be a situation in the future where, if Ryder or Pimpski decide to start working with us, maybe I have brand new trucks to put drivers in so they can go OTR and pay, for the people that want to lease trucks and do that model, I can provide that, but like I said, that involves me having to work with Pimpski and Ryder. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Can't never predict the future. Okay, let me scroll up. Let me see. What's up, folks? Good day. Got any info on the oil field right now? Yeah, I decided I don't want nothing to do with the oil field. At least not right now. What up, Drew? I'm thinking about, I guess, going to a company offering 65 cents a mile, 10.99. Only expense I pay is my taxes. Dedicated coast to coast. You think that's good? That ain't the only expense. No, you gotta ask the carrier what are the deductions, cause I ain't never seen no 1099 company don't charge you no deductions. They gonna charge you at minimum $40 a week for occupational accident insurance. You got to call them recruiters back and ask them, hey man, what's the deductions? Are they charging you escrow, $250 a week? Occupational accident, $40. Or they charge you administrative fees, ELD fees. You got once you do your calculation for the 65 cent, whether it be you calculate 2,500 miles times 65%, whatever that equals, you got to take out them deductions on top of that. Okay, so yeah, get him a phone call back and ask about them deductions. Thank you. Do a little bit more research. A little bit more research. Got good content and entertaining videos, good looking out. You always trying to help the drivers. The drivers always need help. They do. If it wasn't for my videos, man, these people be getting scammed, robbed, schemed, and taken advantage of, and oh, it'd be so sad. It'd be so sad. But for the small amount of people that come watch my channel, at first they may not agree. Oh, here go this freaking, dude telling us not to lease a truck. I'm doing great in my lease. Sure, yeah. Sure, yeah. I'm pretty sure, yeah. Lease drivers making the same thing as people on 65 cents a mile, 70 cents. No, I'm just BS. Let me see. Hey, Andrew, why is it that people used to wouldn't even speak on how much they was making on YouTube, but now people are coming out talking about how social media changed their lives? I don't know why people are coming out now, but I can give you a story. Back in 2020, my truck blew up. YouTube was paying all my expenses. YouTube was paying my rent. YouTube was paying my car note, car insurance, because I had financed my car. It was paying everything, But even though it was paying everything, paying my food and all that, I didn't just have money stacked up to afford an engine rebuild at the time, because anytime you brand new, you first get your first semi truck, you don't think about the breakdowns and the expenses, so you don't have money stacked up to the side. It's not until you go out, but it's not until after you have breakdowns and all that you realize you need money on the side. But that was back in 2020. Now we in what, we going in 2026. I'm looking for social media to fly me out the country and go have all kind of fun, just like the traveling YouTubers. So I can tell you what people tell me, about YouTube. They tell me, it don't pay nothing. Some people say I'm only making $2,000 or $3,000 or $4,000 or whatever the case may be. But I don't know, man. I am looking to expand this thing. I'm looking to. I need to be on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I need to be everywhere. I need to be on all social media platforms, especially when I start this traveling thing. So, but yeah, I ain't got no problem with social media. Social media, I think it's as far as the pay go, you more guaranteed to get paid from YouTube than you are doing the trucking job. Trucking job, Just never know, man. Company go out of business, run all these miles, and the settlement still low. YouTube gonna pay you on time, every time. They're not gonna steal no money from you. Holidays they gonna pay. Doing the worst of the worst, economy crash, great reset. YouTube still gonna pay. They paid through all of COVID-19. They ain't missed not one beat. Everybody out here getting fired due to AI and all that. YouTube still paying. When Mr. Charlie fired me for loves, YouTube was still paying. So yeah, I ain't got no problem with social media. I don't see what the problem is. You know, I think it's a wonderful thing. I don't know why ain't nobody else using it. You know, but I done most definitely made over 100 grand off YouTube. If, maybe that number too low. We made over $200,000 off YouTube. We'll put it like that. Okay, let's continue. What was that question? Hey, Andrew, been out of trucking. Been out of trucking for 12 years. Will the Russian hire me to get my experience? That I don't know. I don't know if they will. You'll have to call and see. I would now for you, if you just need experience, I tell you maybe Super Ego, because Super Ego may take anybody. But because if you looking for Russians, you know, just try any of them Chicago companies on Craigslist and just see who will take you. They all desperate. They got so many trucks up there sitting. They desperate. They desperate. Yeah, but if none of the Russian companies that take you, just go back to a mega carrier. They usually have refresher courses if they still do things like that. I know back in the day, if you haven't drove a truck in like 3 years, they have like refresher courses for you. You'll take the refresher courses, and then they'll put you in the truck. So maybe you have to do that for about 6 months, or at least over the winter time. So if the Russians don't take you, just reach out to the whatever mega carrier is closer to your house and start there. Okay, thanks, bro. I just started my Roth IRA, so I'm doing index funds as two tech companies. So my goal is to max out every year. I'm still young, so hopefully it pays off in the long run. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. If you just start your Roth IRA, the main thing you just gotta do is just fund it. That's the main thing. Just fund it and just just fund it and either just be in something. Just be in something. If you're in the tech industry, just be in something, whether it's a single stock or ETF. As long as you in there, just be in something. Okay. And if it's a tech company, just make sure it's a Fortune 500 company. Even if it's just a solo stock, just make sure it's Fortune 500. Okay, like for example, Robinhood. Robinhood, it's the app I use. Their growth this year, I believe, is over 100% ROI. I think last year we was down in like $33, something like that. We passed $100 in a year. They got added to the S&P 500. So yeah, some solo stocks is okay, but just make sure at least it's in the Fortune 500. Not telling you what to invest in, I'm just saying. And always remember, when y'all invest in the stock market, it's not a get rich quick scheme. It's gonna take a long time. It's gonna take years of putting money in over a long period of time for you to see some results. You ain't gonna see no results in the first 5 years. You just gotta put money in. You gotta get the ball rolling. Get the ball rolling. That's all. As long as you're breathing with CDL, Russians will hire you. That probably is the case. Why these carriers want 2015 and newer trucks? Oh, they've been that way. They always wanted 10 years and newer. They actually want 2016 and newer now. 2016 and newer. You know any carriers taking on 2000 semi trucks? Any other intermodal companies? Some of the Russian companies are taking 2000 and newer trucks. There's companies out there. You just gotta look around. Pretty much all of the oil field is taking on 2000 newer trucks. You know, and you can always, get your own authority. That's always an option too. Your authority take any age truck. Compound interest is the best. Best thing since sliced bread. Yeah, compound interest. But a lot of truck drivers don't want to hear about investing in things like that. So you gotta think, man. The average age of a truck driver is probably between 40 and 50 years old. They pretty much not. I ain't gonna say done with life, but they kind of set in their ways. So it's more so if they haven't already started investing earlier, like in their 20s and 30s, they're not gonna want to start in their 40s and 50s. They looking to enjoy life like little old Andrew here. Okay, so I just got my expenses real low to where as I make money, I can dish it out to these other things. Okay, but I've always been an investor too, man. You know, like I said, man, even right now, if I wasn't interested in getting a house, like if I knew for a fact going forward I was just gonna rent a house, I would just dump all my money into the stock market. And then whenever I, get with a girlfriend or something like that, I go rent a house. I go rent a house. And give Mr. Charlie his $1,500, $1,800, $2,000 a month. I just do that. As a truck driver, we always qualified to go out there and get an apartment or rent a house. Oh man, a truck driver be overqualified. All you gotta do is make 3 times the rent. Yeah, all of y'all make 3 times the rent. If the apartment is calculator, you don't have to be W-2 to rent no house. I was 1099 when I got that brand new house in Memphis. I was 1099. And I had only been working at 1845. That was the company I was working with out there in the oil field, 1845 oil field service. I had only been working there 2 weeks. I worked there 2 weeks, gave them people my settlement, and I was overqualified. And the thing about being an owner operator is you can fluff the numbers. Even if you ain't making 3 times the income. Man, you get your own fuel card. You put fuel for a week on your own fuel card to make your settlement look like more than it really is. Say you were supposed to take home 2,000, but it's 2,000 net when you're using the company fuel card. But because you use your fuel card, the check came in $3,500. You sold $3,500, twice. Oh man, you make more than 3 times the rent. Say the rent is $1,500. 3 times the rent is $4,500 for the month. What truck driver don't make $4,500 for the month? Unless you work at Super Ego. Okay, maybe if you work at Super Ego, that 4,500, they could be tough. Or if you one of these truck drivers out here getting these $400, $500, $600 settlements, you may not make the 3 times the rent. But if you get away from that situation and you properly use the CDL as it was designed to, cash delivery license, you should be making rent. At least $1,500. So, yeah. If y'all ever want to, get out that truck and go rent an apartment or a house, guys, whether you're W-2 or whether you got these settlements or whether you're 1099 company, you ain't even got to get out the truck to go see if you qualify. You can get online, go figure out what state you want to live in, find, whoever rent homes in the area. I go through a property manager company. Just go get on their website. Email them, say, hey, these my last 2 check stubs. Send it to them, whether you're 1099 W2, just send it to them. They'll tell you, hey man, you're qualified. They may do a soft inquiry or hard inquiry, make sure you ain't got no. I believe you can't have. I think bankruptcies and what do you call it when you get kicked out? Bankruptcies and evictions, and that's it. I don't think you got to have decent credit and all that. I don't think, but I don't know. But I know you can't have no bankruptcies, or they may work with a bankruptcy. But if you got an eviction, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. Bankruptcy, I don't know how that works out. But yeah, man, don't think y'all stuck in that truck, man. Y'all get on Zillow today. Go to Zillow, hit rent, and I'm telling you, bro, it's so easy to rent a house. You overqualified. You a truck driver. You can qualify. Man, you ain't got to be out there just stuck out there in that truck. And that's because I know a lot of y'all don't want to buy no house. You ain't got to buy a house. You can rent. You can rent an apartment. You can rent a house. Me personally, I prefer renting a house because the price is the same versus an apartment or a house. If you rent a house, at least it's gonna come with 3 bedrooms. You rent an apartment, sometimes they want 2-bedroom apartment. They 1,900 and all this nonsense. You want 3 bedrooms. Good God Almighty, them fools be past 2,500 a month. That's why I don't play no apartment game. I don't play no apartment game. I just rent a house. Just rent a house. Come on, man. So yeah, just give it a try, man. Shoot, man, you can move in first of the month. You just don't know. get in these comments. Okay, let me see. Oh, where we at? CEO Tricky on the building. They don't want to ride till the casket drop. These truck drivers, that's what they want to do, man. They just gonna keep riding and keep riding and keep riding until they just don't make it. Till they don't make it. That's a sad way to go. It's just, ever since I stopped, well, I didn't stop watching trucking content, but ever since I started adding different channels to watch on YouTube, as far as, I started subscribing to people in the car scene, people with these Corvettes, because I like Corvettes. I started watching the car scene, and then I started, because of Party Hard, I started watching the different travelers and stuff. And I'm like, I'm looking at these people that don't drive no truck. They don't make nowhere near as us, but good God Almighty, they life way better than ours. Oh man, they out there traveling and having fun and meeting women. I'm like, bro, they life way better than ours. I'm over here in this truck. Yeah, on the piece of paper I done made, on the piece of paper it say I gross $500,000, but my God, I'm in a jail cell. This man over here, all the women like him. They don't even know me because I'm stuck in the truck somewhere. Shoot, man. Oh man, who blowing my phone up with this text message? Who is this? Elise. What's going on with the lease? Oh, the lease driver. Lease driver got unalived. If y'all didn't see it, we got a truck driver got unalived out there in Atlanta, Georgia. He was on First 48. The episode just dropped. First 48. Let's see if I can. Maybe I clicked the whole video. Oh, here come Migo. At least he ain't that loud today. Yep, it dropped 17 hours ago. If y'all want to go see that truck driver, see what happened to him. I don't know if y'all can read well. Let me flip the camera. Let me do that right there. First 48 daily pickup dropped 17 hours ago. Truck driver. I can kind of give you a rundown right quick. Atlanta, Georgia. Truck drivers, Atlanta, Georgia is a strange place. I mean, real strange. A lot of strange activity in Atlanta, Georgia. I mean, strange activity in Atlanta, Georgia. I don't know about all of Georgia, but specifically Atlanta, Georgia. A lot of strange, a lot of weirdos. A lot of weird activities and things going on. And this truck driver, he was around that area, so truck driver, Atlanta, Georgia, strange activities. He was looking to meet somebody. He just on the dating app looking to meet somebody. No, he wasn't looking to meet some of these fine women out here. No, he wasn't. He was looking for Big Tyrone. He was looking for Big Tyrone. The problem is Big Tyrone, who he thought he was meeting Big Tyrone, but it turned out to be a YN. Hit him right here, and he no longer with us no more. So sad situation. But anyways, let's continue. They don't appreciate all this free game. I also read the Warren Buffett book, The Snowball. Do you take on any line class for investments? Oh, online classes for investments. Nah, I never took no classes. I watch a lot of financial channels, but I don't even know who offers classes. If you mean like ebooks and all that and paying people, I don't do none of that. I don't shoot, man. Look, when you in this financial world, they got schemers, scammers, robbers, and people looking to separate you from your money. It's just like the trading industry. When you go over to anything dealing with the stock market, oh my God, it's all kind of ebooks on how to get rich doing forex and options trading and day trading and penny stocks. Oh man, they looking to separate you from your money. It's just like in trucking. They got ebooks on dispatching courses and how to get rich as a freaking freight broker or freight agent. I mean, guys, the same thing. You got to avoid everybody. Who was that? Yeah, he riding clean through this neighborhood. Got a little Lamborghini. But anyways, yeah. Now you gotta watch out, man. Come 2026, man. You gotta make sure you ain't giving nobody no coins, no extra funds. Nobody. I mean, nobody. Netflix too. Can't get them no money either. I don't care. I don't care if they drop the price to $7.99. Don't look here, man. YouTube is free. Yeah, watch YouTube. Watch YouTube. If you want to see a little Jake Paul, get knocked out, just wait till after it's over, and then come watch it for free on YouTube. Okay, so yeah. Now don't be paying no subscriptions. Don't pay no. Cut all that out. Cut all them subscriptions out, man. Shoot, I'm making sure going in 2026, my expenses is as low as humanly possible. Okay, low. Paying nobody. Shoot, man. But even though my expenses is low, I understand money gonna be flying out of my account next year. So, is it really low? Shoot, and y'all know, running a trucking business, not only is money gonna be flying out, unexpectedly. You can't time when the money fly out. You start driving a cash truck, shoot, anytime you getting all the money, 97% of the revenue, everybody's after you. Everybody's after you. You ain't just dodging people at the stop sign begging for money. People want to wash your windshield. You ain't just dodging Blue Beacon trying to sell you $100 truck wash. Nah, man, you dodging. There's a lot of stuff you got to dodge around here. You dodging phone calls. That truck start rolling, that money start coming in and hitting that bank account. You got Chase, American Express. They in your mailbox. Oh my God, they in your mailbox. Do y'all want me to show y'all how much these fools send me every day? They don't stop. They stop today because it's a holiday, because the mail ain't running. Them folk every day they make sure it's a mail in that mailbox that they try and get a percentage of me. Y'all want me to show? I'm gonna go get the mail right quick. Y'all give me a second. Yeah, take a commercial break. I'm gonna go get the mail right quick so y'all can see what I'm talking about. All right. We back. 2 weeks. It's crazy out here. Show you how when you start getting some money into a bank account, you keep your credit score high, everybody's after you. It's not just in trucking. When that money hit that bank, them fools gonna be after your mailbox. Let me show you what all come through. You got Capital One, $1,000 cash bonus, CAJ Logistics. We're gonna sit this to the side over here. We got American Distress, because they most definitely gonna put you in distress. You sign up for one of their credit cards, they gonna hire you. You got Wells Fargo. Even Wells Fargo, they out there you. Wells Fargo again. 825 cash bonus. There go American Express again, trying to separate you from your bank account. Upstart. I don't even know what they do. I don't know what they do. Got one. That Navy Federal. What Navy Federal want? Real stories, real success, business, whatever. They out there too. Your own bank is out there. Who this is? Wells Fargo again. Boy, they show coming all different types of. They just. Where they put this crap? They after you. Who is this? Capital One. Capital One after you. American Express. They don't give up. Another American Express. They ain't giving up. Another American Express. They ain't giving up. Another American Express. They ain't giving up. See all this? See all this? See this? See this? You see it, right? See all this? See all these people out there, boy? They don't give up. I'm trying to tell you now. Okay? Mr. Charlie really after me. You see how? See all this? I got a big pile up in now. Shoot, Mr. Charlie, you know every day, all day. The only reason I ain't got no mail there because it's a holiday. But come Friday, probably 10 pieces in now. Please, Andrew, how can we get? Just sign up for anyone our credit cards. You overqualified. Just sign up for one, just so we can get 10% of you. Not 10, but they used to be 10%. I think these credit cards now 23, 24% interest or something, 18 at the minimum. Oh my God, they learn how to get 18% of you for life. They ain't getting nothing from me, 9 on the boo. So yeah, we try hard to avoid Mr. Charlie and his schemes and scams. And you know, I was watching a documentary last night, American Express, $1 trillion industry or something like that. Let me see, what was it called? Trying to see how they. Let me see. American Express.
American Express.
What was it? Oh, there it is right there. Oh, flip it over. Yeah, that one right there. The $1 trillion money machine. Yeah, I was watching that right there last night. And guess who ain't donating to the $1 trillion money machine? Little old Andrew. Little old Andrew. We don't look here. I don't see. That's why people don't like me now, because I don't got all this credit. I don't want all this credit. You know, $100,000 credit card. I don't want no stack of plastic this tall. Talking about business credit and all that. I like cash. I'm one of them old school guys. I like cash, man, because that cash, boy. Ooh, that cash, boy. You get negotiating with that cash. They want how much? 40,000. I got 15. I got 15. 9 on the boo boo. I like that cash, boy. So, like I said, it's gonna be a lot of people after you, not just in trucking, but outside of trucking too. It don't just stop at the mailbox. They gonna be blowing your phone up with the same thing they send in the mailbox. Well, I can't check my voicemail. If I was able, can I check my voicemail on this phone? Oh, they on the voice messages too. I don't think I can check my voicemail on this phone, no. But let me look and see. Oh no. Do I got the voicemail on here? There's another phone, but I use the app for my voicemail, but I don't see the app on here. Let me see. I don't got the app on here, huh? I guess I don't got the voicemail on here. I don't see why I didn't. Oh, wait, there it is right there. Let me see. Come on now, load up now. I use Umail, man. I use Umail for my voice message. It used to be free, but now these fools, even they want the money now. Is that Amazon? Amazon in the building. I want me to sign in. Oh shoot. I do not know the password. Is that for me or them? Guess it ain't for me. I don't know if Amazon here for us or somebody else. We can find out in just a second. Amazon always right on time with these packages, huh? Is it Christmas yet? No, it's my neighbor. Okay, they left from a neighbor. Okay, not me this time. Oh, okay, where we at? Strange feud. He was messing with them boys. Dang. Now, I called a company in Chicago. That the guy said, text me a picture of the CDL medical card. I hope it's not a scam. Nah. Most of them do that. The reason for it is when you send them a picture of your, yes, it is us. Even Amazon not there yet. Anyways, okay, where we at? Yeah. When you send them a picture of your medical card and CDL, they send it over to the insurance agent, and that's how they determine if you are qualified to be on their insurance. You know, they don't even waste time with the application and all that. They make sure you can qualify. If you can't qualify, they don't even waste your time with no drug test and all this other nonsense. Am I loading up on XRP? Nope. How did you get HT Logistics videos? Oh, that's a good question. Before he turned his YouTube channel off, he told us to download all his videos for all the people that wanted them. So I believed him. So I went on and started downloading the videos. What we chatting about? Just Q&A, just Q&A. In Chicago, it's too good to be true. Yeah, y'all gotta always ask them Chicago companies about them deductions. What type of tax deduction do you take advantage of with a cash truck? How do you spend on a great CPA? How much does a CPA cost? Okay, for as far as CPA prices. Now I recommend you use a CPA in the city that you live in. That way when you go home, you can like drive to their office if you need to. You know, usually a local CPA, depending on what you're doing, you know, if you just need a CPA for taxes, I say, you know, between $600 to about $1,200. Um, and like I said, that's just if they're doing taxes. You already got everything broke down. For example, a lot of you guys are leased on to a carrier, so you know your year-end settlement with the fuel, how much you spent year to date for fuel and truck note and trailer and all that. You just give them that, and maybe you got some other receipts for like showers and whatever else business deductions you got. You get that to your CPA. It's probably gonna be something cheap, man. Maybe like I said, $600 to about $1,200 for the year. Now, if you got them doing bookkeeping for you throughout the whole year, I mean, the bookkeeping service could be anywhere from $200 all the way up to I didn't see as high as $600 a month for bookkeeping. So if you can't find one in the area, CPAs are online too. But start like I said, just get on Google Maps, type in CPA accountant, ask ChatGPT, just find one in your area, give them a phone call, let them know what you need done, and perhaps they can assist you. So as far as you said tax deductions, I got the same tax deductions as anybody else. Of course, I don't have a truck note. A lot of people got a truck note. You see some people, they out here writing off as much as $60,000 a year in truck payments. Now, am I writing off that? As far as truck payments, I can, but for me, now right now I'm not running right now. I show a profit, okay? I show a profit. I don't really write off everything right now, but I'm not making all this money to need to write off all these expenses. With brother Andrew trying to get property, I'm trying to do real estate, so. But I can do a lease on my truck just like anybody else. I can write a lease from me since I'm the owner of the truck. I can write a lease agreement to my company, CAJ Logistics, where I charge them to use the truck. $500 a week, or it could be $2,000 a month, whatever the case may be, and I can write that off too on taxes. Okay, but use a CPA for those tax deductions. Okay, since you are traveling, what's the main airline out of Nashville? Oh, we got an international airport. It's a lot of airlines. We got all of them pretty much. Well, you said international airlines. Ooh. From my understanding, depending on which direction you're going in, if you are going to Colombia or Dominican Republic, you're gonna go to Florida. From Nashville, you'll go to Florida or either Atlanta, and then from there you'll get on the international flight about the country. If you heading towards when we looked at going to like Bangkok, Thailand, From here, I think I fly. Where the hell is that flight land? Oh, from here I fly to Atlanta. From Atlanta I go to Korea, which I ain't trying to go to no Korea, but from Atlanta I go to Korea. Then from Korea I go to Bangkok. So yeah, pretty much we'll either Atlanta or either Florida. Stop there first, get on the international flight, and go elsewhere. Um, Maybe there are certain countries that you'll board an international flight here and go to. I think Paris. If you go to Paris, France. Um, I don't know if Southwest goes straight there. I think Southwest offers that flight. That's not an international airline though. I'm not too sure. I had to get on Google Flights and see that you can use credit card points to save on airline tickets and not pay $400. Yeah, that's definitely true. The only thing I wish when I was in the oil field is that I had me one of those credit cards, the little traveling credit cards. I just didn't know I was gonna spend that much money on airplane tickets. I didn't know I was gonna constantly be flying in and out of the oil field. I should have did it then, but I mean, I was using a credit card, but I didn't have no actual traveling credit card. I just used my Navy Federal Signature credit card. Says I caught the video about Super Ego. You're not wrong. Me and my wife already left. You're 100% right. Leasing ain't worth it. Sorry, I doubted you. Oh, there's Joy. Is that Joy Eyeglasses? Was that you that was wrote that? I think I saw that on the forum or something. Man, y'all left quick, man. What happened, Joy? Y'all left too quick. Yeah, y'all left too quick. Yeah. Shoot, man. It's not that leasing ain't worth it. You were just leasing at the wrong carrier. That's all that was. A lot of leasing that you will find is turned to be it is starting to be a scam. To be honest, you would have made more money teaming at like a Prime Inc. or Swift Transportation or not too many mega carriers, but it's just it's hard to find a lease company that's not trying to take advantage of the drivers nowadays. You know, y'all would have been better. I was just being a team company driver. To be honest with you, team company. I didn't see as high as 89 cents a mile doing LTL. But good thing y'all got out of Super Ego. You ain't the only one. If you left Super Ego, I got a driver right now. I'm trying to convince him. He down there in Birmingham, Alabama. 50 mile. I'm trying to convince him to take Super Ego they truck back. Shoot, man, he done already abandoned the trailer at the yard down there in Jacksonville. Now I gotta hey, look, hey, you can't just leave the truck at the house. I'm trying to take the truck back to Chicago before they mess up your record or something. They done already cut the fuel card off on him. Yeah, they cut the fuel card, but he was smart. I told him go and fuel the truck up before, because they gonna cut it off. Yeah, that's already cut off. Now they looking for the truck. I said, dang, boy, it's hard. It's hard to escape these companies, man. It's hard to escape these companies, man. But I said, look, everything will be all right as long as y'all just return them folks their equipment. Just return their equipment. You can Uber to the airport and go back home. Just make sure they get their equipment back, okay? Don't hide them. If they got to come find it, you gonna have a problem, man. Especially if you try to work with some more Russians. Oh my God. Don't let Super Ego get on one of your DAC reports talking about you stolen some trucks and trailers or abandoned some equipment. Man. You don't want that, man. Just take them folks, take their keys back, and everything gonna be alright. I just read that. We're going company W2, found a reefer company, but we're not bringing the baby. It's home weekly, and grandma and grandpa going to babysit. Oh, that's even better. Well, at least your wife got the experience. I don't know how many months y'all got, but enough experience to get a job, W2 job. Shoot, hey, look at the bright side. Stay there, 2 years? Y'all can get FHA, and if y'all ever want to get a house in the future, boom. Or you got the land, I just get a double wide, or just build a house on the land. You already got the land. You already winning with the land. Shoot, at this point, if you ain't got a double wide, I'll buy a double wide. Maybe even a triple wide, because you're a truck driver. Shoot, you got the money. Yeah, y'all got the money. Get your triple wide. I don't know what state y'all live in, but shoot, hey, look, we can do a lot with that. Let me see. I have one speeding ticket. Think I can get a company job. Just got my Class A. Well, you can definitely get a job with a speeding ticket. But as far as just got my Class A, like you ain't got no driving experience. You ain't got no driving experience. You may have to start at a mega carrier. I wouldn't suggest you go to the Russians if you just got a Class A. You don't even want to deal with them folks. Just go to a mega carrier. Contact the mega carrier. Find out which one to take in. Just be a company driver for at least 2 years. Get your experience. Don't make life difficult. Don't go hang out there in Chicago talking about I'm a brand new driver. They go, oh my God, you be working for free. You're gonna be working for free. Don't work for free in 2026. You see Joey out the door before 2026. He said he ain't going into 2026 the wrong way. They tired. Truck drivers are tired of being taken advantage of. Are y'all not tired of working for free? Y'all got to stop this. Y'all got to stop this madness. Everybody trying to get rich off of truck. I just explained to y'all how everybody's trying to take. I just showed you. Everybody, look. Everybody's out there with truck. All these people are after you. When you get your credit right there, be out you got bad credit. They don't even bother to hit the mailbox. But once you get some good credit, you get some cash going in that bank account. Oh my God, you number one target for everybody. You number one target at the mailbox. They on your cell phone. They at the truck stop. Pilot, Loves. You ain't got no fuel card. Oh my God. Even the fuel people after you. Don't be out here trying to buy pump price at the fuel. Don't be paying full price at the pump when you got fuel cards. Come on, man. Come on, man. Everybody's after the truck driver. And nobody's going to tell you this. They ain't going to train you this. There ain't no CDL school. When you go to orientation or you in CDL training, ain't nobody going to tell you how when you get this CDL, how everybody going to be after you. I ain't even talking about to tell you about the women that's going to be after you. Oh, you a brand new CDL driver? Oh man. Brand new CDL driver, huh? Brand new CDL driver. How old are you? You just turned 21? Ooh, we just turned 21. You OTR too? And wait a minute. Are you single? Are you solo? Or you got family? Are you single, solo, just got CDL 21? Let me go and give you the warning now. You gonna go to certain states, certain cities. You not looking for no. I'm telling you, you ain't looking for no women. They gonna find you. Don't worry. You just drive the truck. They gonna find you. Depending on where you go, they most definitely gonna find you. And it ain't gonna be what you thinking. I ain't talking about some old lady. Look like she been smoking crack the last 30 years. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about it's gonna be some 21-year-old, the same age as you, in some strange outfit. Look like y'all went to school together. And you're gonna be handing over all your money, okay? You're gonna be handing over all. I'm letting you know everybody after you. Everybody's after the truck travel. Crazy. Hey, anyways, man. They charging too much. Oh, they charging too much. They started charging us extra charges. Same thing 50 Mile was going through, 50 Mile was at Super Ego, and he used to always tell me, he said, man, Andrew, I don't understand, man. At this point, they just making up charges. He like, bro, I didn't, first of all, yeah, I got a tire, but the tire wasn't $300. They only buy recaps. The recap was like $200. I say, well, you guys, it ain't like y'all don't keep the receipts. They going to charge whatever. It's Super Ego. And my thing is, this is what I don't understand about Super Ego. If the driver have to pay for the tire, why are you buying recaps? And the recap's blowing every 3 to 6 months. Now I know Love's got the warranty. If the recap blew within 1 year, they'll put it on for free. But that ain't that warranty on them tires and recap tires that Love's offer. Notice how whether you got a warranty or not, which you're never gonna have a warranty because you're constantly switching trailers and Super Ego gonna still charge you. We're gonna put it like they still gonna hit you with the $300. If you got to pay for the tire, why y'all ain't getting brand new tires that's not recap? Why y'all for $300, man? Why you ain't getting, a Yokohama, Goodyear, something like that? A tire that's gonna last 3-4 years. If the driver got to pay for it out their settlement, why buy recaps? But I never understand. I don't know. I don't know. 50 Mile was blowing at least 2 tires a week. I started explaining this to them. I said, bro, at 2 tires a week, you might as well just buy name brand tires. He like, yeah, but Super Ego, Since they paying for it, they gonna get the recounts from Lowe's. You know, I don't know. They about to be competing with PH with the trucking and traveling content. PH getting to the money right now. Yeah, PH running hard. PH, I'm probably gonna be over there in Dominican Republic. You know, I'm probably gonna be over there. You know, maybe if I meet him over there, I can show him how to work this YouTube, so we can get. PA's got a lot of potential to do some great filming. But I feel like when he go to DR, we're not getting the great content that we need. We need him to, you know, hold the camera and walk around or something, man. We need that great content. I feel like, you know, he got a lot of potential. He got a lot of. Maybe he don't got the right setup because he is using the phone. I need him to get a like a GoPro. What's up? What's up? I need him to get like a GoPro or what's that handheld DJI device? He need to get one of those and just walk around, man. He got a lot of potential, but I did hear him say he don't know how to work a laptop. He said he had bought a MacBook Pro, but he didn't know how to use it. I'm about to teach him. I'm about to teach them laptops. That's real crucial for any type of video editing. If you don't know how to work a laptop, I mean, without a laptop, you pretty much can only film with a cell phone. Now you can still get great content out of these brand new iPhones, but it's not the same thing as having a camera that you can walk around with. A GoPro, it's not flexible. You can't really you can edit it on the little phones and stuff, but it's just editing with a video. My bad, editing with a laptop. That's just number one go to. So yeah, we're gonna teach them how to do that. We're gonna teach them. Let's see. W2, I get a check every week and save money. I used to use Vladimir plane tickets to Chicago to travel wherever I wanted to, just to change the destination. New confirmation number. Well, that's a great idea. I ain't never thought about that. Huh. But that's just a one way. Wait, how does that work? Ain't they gonna charge a different when you change the flight? They gonna charge a different price though, ain't they? Like if I fly from Nashville to Chicago on Vladimir Putin, yeah, they pay for the ticket. But if I told them to change the destination from Chicago to Dominican Republic, they gonna charge it. They gonna upcharge for that. That ain't that. Who gonna pay for that? Or do you just pay the difference? I want to say, is it $75 to change a flight? I don't even know if it's 70. I don't know. You have to let us know. I'm getting my authority in 2026, just getting things lined up now. Oh, there's 50 miles right there. 50 miles. We got Joey Eyeglasses in the chat. He was a Super Ego driver team, and he just turned his truck in too. So you ain't the only one. Yeah, well he turned. They took their truck back. Now I'm just trying to get you. You know, you still got to get to Chicago. You know, give them the keys and you know. But we working on it. We working on it. But you know, I'm just letting you know, you ain't the only one leaving Super Ego. They gonna be down bad come 2026. They gonna have to start recruiting up in McDonald's. They gonna need some drivers for all this leasing. Man, shoot. Man, Super Ego. There's no telling how many millions of dollars they have stolen from truck drivers. It's so sad the way they truck drivers been getting taken advantage of. Oh, 50 miles, why you there? Man, shoot. See this long list? So, you know, I talk to you about this on the phone all the time. Let me go back. For all y'all just joining, these are all the people in the mailbox gonna be out to you and your money. You see? Got Wells Fargo, American Express. American Express, they don't stop. They make sure, every week they gotta make sure it's something in the mailbox. See, they don't stop, man. They don't, got Wells Fargo. I ain't bank with Wells Fargo in a minute. Who is this? Chase, Capital One? Shoot, don't do no business with Capital One. That's tier 1 credit. Who wants that? American Express, American Dispress. I think I got more American Express than anything else. Look, all that's trash. It's trash. All of it. Trash. All that is, these people are trying to figure out how to get 20% of you for life. Just go ask anybody with credit card debt that's paying a minimum payment that's got 20% interest. They have found a way to get 20% of you, 23, 24, 26%, whatever the credit card interest rate is, that's recurring daily. They getting that from you for life. Oh man. Oh, and trust me, everybody said the same thing when they first got the credit card. I'm gonna pay it back before the 30 days. Before the 30 days, we gonna pay it back. We gonna pay it back before 30 days. Yeah. And then sure enough, he go American Express doing a documentary on the $1 trillion money machine. How they get $1 trillion if everybody gonna pay it back before the due date? How they become $1 trillion company? Trillion. You go look at their stock, American Express, well not American Express. You go look at Visa and MasterCard on the stock market, it only goes up. Year after year after year, it just goes up. That's $1 trillion money machine. It's just, you invest in their stock, it's just gonna trickle like this. Year after year after year, you gonna pay it back about the 30th. Okay, Alonzo, do it, bro. You'll be there in no time. You just have to plan and work. Yeah, it's better than paying full price. Do you have videos on how to edit? No, I don't have no videos on how to edit, but YouTube is plenty of courses on how to edit videos. Just go on YouTube, how to edit. YouTube videos on whatever app you use. Right now I'm using DaVinci Resolve. It is a free platform. They do got a paid version, but the free platform is all I use to edit my videos. It's called DaVinci Resolve. It's only for desktops though. That's what I use right now. I used to use Adobe Premium, but I find Adobe Premium, first of all, it costs, and I ain't trying to pay no subscription, so that's one reason. But I actually need to take classes on how to use Adobe Premium. I was using it. I probably used Adobe Premium for probably 6 or 7 years, but once I got DaVinci Resolve, it was pretty much over. It's pretty much over. So that's all I use now, DaVinci Resolve, and I still need to take a class on how to use it. I mean, I know the basics, but it's a lot that I don't know, and I'm trying to upgrade my cameras and stuff like that for 2026. Right now I'm in between Nikon ZR, which is about $2,100, and then the Canon C50, which is about, I think, $4,500. I'm in between those two cameras, so and I'm still looking around too, because I'm making sure when I upgrade my camera, I want to make sure I got the best. I got the best and the brightest. I gotta make sure, I'm looking at what just came out. Both of them cameras I just named, they just released. I need the best, the brightest, the AI. What's the AI? Do they got AI in the camera yet? I want the AI camera. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. They're going to need somebody, but it ain't going to be me. Subigo, 50 miles said Subigo gonna need drivers, but it ain't gonna be him. Majority of people financially irresponsible. You live close to Richie Bros auction lot in Nashville. I live close to the Big Yard in Newman, GA. Yeah, I'm about 30 minutes from Richie Bros out there in Lebanon. Come to New York City. Why lease drivers when you can go to North Dakota and make $3,035 a week W-2? Most people don't know about North Dakota. I think North Dakota is a good place to do. I do water hauling up there. Crude, I never got into crude oil hauling. I don't know if the crude is better than water hauling. I know it's probably less hours, but I don't know if the pay is better. But I know, water hauling has always been $3,000 and $3,500 in North Dakota. The problem is a lot of people can't drive an 18-speed transmission, let alone haul 120,000 pounds of water. A lot of people can't survive the wintertime up there. Shoot, man, what are we in, December? Oh my God. I don't know what the temperature is like up there right now, but I know nighttime, boy, you gotta learn how to work in negative 20 degrees, negative 30 degrees and all that, which I didn't have no problem with it because I had the proper clothing on, but some people don't know how to dress up there. Did you open up the cat shop you drove? Oh, it's already, they already open. Yeah, they right down the street at the end of my street. They already open. They already got, well, it ain't for trucks though. Well, I ain't gonna say it ain't for trucks, but right now it's all cat equipment out there. I ain't seen no semi trucks out there yet, but I'm pretty sure with all them bay doors, they work on semi trucks. Maybe I haven't asked. I don't know. Have I watched Landman? I watched the first 3 episodes, but I'm far behind on it. I was in orientation with you. You was up there in North Dakota too at Running Horse. Crew not bad. Just depends on the company you work for. It was consistent in Texas. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, I don't mind North Dakota. The only issue I got with North Dakota, especially if you working in Newtown, where I was working, they ain't no airport. You gotta drive a car out there. And it's wintertime right now, man. My Dodge Challenger, it don't work up there. Even though I went up there with a Dodge Challenger in wintertime, I was pretty much stuck up there. I was stuck up there until I'm talking about all the roads had to be clear for me to leave. I prefer, if I worked in North Dakota again, I would prefer, I needed to be where I can get on the airplane right here and fly to the trucking company, maybe Uber 5-10 minutes down the road or something. Like how I was doing, when I was out there in West Texas oil field. I need something like that. I don't need to be the nearest airport 2-3 hours away. That ain't, because first of all, you gotta look at how many miles you gonna put on your car. When I left here to go to North Dakota, I think from here to North Dakota, I want to say it was 1,400 miles just to go one way. Then 1,400 miles back. And then, I was working at Running Horse where the home time was what was it? What was the home time? I can't remember. I think it was 6 weeks on, 2 weeks off, and you had to take the 2 weeks off. You had to take the 2 weeks off. So 6 weeks on, 2 weeks off, and if there ain't no airport, that means you finna hit 1,400 miles back to the house for your 2 weeks off. Now, I ain't had no problem with the home time. It's just they don't allow you to stay. Like people want to, hey, I ain't trying to go home. I want to stay. Nah, they gonna make you go home, which means you finna get in your car and put 1,400 miles. Yeah. Slime pack in the building. How you doing? How you doing? Let's see. Is that how it is? Parches. Not sure what you mean. If I buy a cash truck for around 7,500, how much would I spend on the overhaul kit with all the parts and everything new on there, or should I wait till the motor blow? Who is that, Kobe? Is that Kobe? Kobe. I got a disclaimer for you. This particular video you are watching right now is most definitely not to get you to go out and buy no cash truck, no trailer, get no authority, lease a truck, or stop leasing a truck, quit your current company, or do something different in 2026. With that being said, okay, let's get into the question. If I buy a cash truck for around 7,500, how much would I spend on the overhaul kit? If you want to know how much your overhaul kit costs, depending on what engine you get, first of all, you got to know what engine it is. You can go on atldiesel.com. When you get on their website, click engine, find out which engine you got, and then you can see what the overhaul kits cost. Those are all aftermarket overhaul kits. Now, if you want OEM or actual kit from the dealership, you need a VIN number. You have to call the dealership, give them the VIN number. They'll tell you what the overhaul kit costs. If you want one, like I said, if you want the OEM from the dealership, that's how you do it. But I can't tell you how much the overhaul kit costs because I don't know what the engine is. But like I said, you go on atldiesel.com, that'll give you a rough estimate. And then if you got a mechanic or you don't got a mechanic, start calling around, asking people, hey, if I got this engine, how much are you going to charge me for labor if I buy my own parts and things like that. As far as should you wait for the motor to blow, that sounds expensive, Kobe. If you wait for the motor to blow, that sounds like you're going to be on the side of the road with a blown motor trying to call a tow truck at $2,000. And then it sounds like they may tow you the Freightliner. What a labor start at $250 an hour. Nah, I don't know about waiting for no motor to blow. That may not be a good thing. You may lose it all. Now you can take the risk because depending on how it blows, depending on how the motor blows. Now if you throw a rod through the block, you pretty much gonna lose the truck. You may not recover from that. That's the risk of waiting for it to blow. You throw a rod through the block, you're gonna need a whole new engine altogether. Ain't gonna be no rebuilding. You're gonna need a whole entire engine dropped. So I say if the motor got close to 1,000,000 miles, it ain't never been overhauled, man, I just overhaul the engine. I just add that into the $7,500. 7,500 plus the overhaul plus the labor. Add that in before you even purchase the truck. That's what I do. But why you want a $7,500 truck for though? That's my question. What you gonna do with a $7,500 truck? Mr. Charlie only accept 10 years of new out here. You ain't gotta get no $7,500 truck now. It's other options out there now. You can put 7,500 down on the truck over there in Long Mountain, Aero Truck Sales, Ohio Truck. All these other companies. I'm just saying. All right now, it can get real expensive. It's more to a truck than just the engine. You do got a transmission, a clutch. You got a bunch of tires, a roll of tires, $2,200. Steer tires, $800 a pop. Maybe not $800, but $500 a pop. Shoot, I'm just saying, brakes, drums. It's a lot to a truck now. I know you see me do it on YouTube, but understand, Brother Andrew, when I bought my trucks, we was hauling pneumatic at $10 a mile. I ain't never bought no truck hauling dry van $2 a mile. I don't know if I can afford all that. We in a different economy too. Saving money as a truck driver, it came a lot easier back in the day. Back in 2018, 2020, money came easy for a truck driver. The truck stop wasn't trying to get us for all this money like they are now. You shoot, Chester's wasn't freaking $25 for 4 chicken tenders back in the day. Popeyes wasn't $30. You get a bucket of chicken, them fools at $30. Man, let me get a break right quick. Y'all give me a second, man. I'm gonna give me some water or something right quick. Count to 10. Oh, there you go. Okay, we're back. Add 15 or Cummins motor. You getting that Cummins motor? It's gonna cost a little bit more money. I might do PA. What's PA? Oh, PA oil field. Yeah, man, shoot. I think PA in Virginia, I think that's the hardest oil field to do. I'd rather go to North Dakota. I'd rather go to North Dakota. Well, unless you're going to be a company. If you're going to be a company driver, ain't nothing wrong with PA in West Virginia. But if you're going out there with your truck, you taking your truck to the oil field out there in PA in West Virginia, you're going to be recycling money. You're going to be recycling money. The mountain grades and hills that they done created out there are going to be so steep on your truck. I'm telling you, going up. They, this is man-made. Mountains they didn't created. They didn't carved out a road off the side of a mountain, and instead of making it 5%, these fools up to 18% now, and you gonna be in first, second, and third gear at the most, going up they mountains with 80,000 pounds. You ever went up a mountain in third gear and made it real tough? That's what it's gonna be like. Too much wear and tear. Too much wear and tear. I wouldn't do it. Not with my truck. Okay, let's see. Oh, y'all waiting to 10 seconds? Man, look, it was just 10 seconds, man. Maybe 100 seconds, okay? You want to have a cash truck instead of paying Mr. Charlie. That's the problem. Y'all steady trying to get away from Mr. Charlie. Steady trying to find a way to get away from Mr. Charlie. Mr. Charlie gonna still be finding a way to get around you. Shoot. Let me see. If you wait until January, when they get rid of the non-domicile drivers, that's 100,000 trucks sitting. They just started over there in California. I seen a little news article today on, they go Fox 17 News out there in California. Yeah, they work in the port now. They got ICE out there at the port and the shippers, and they starting over there in California. About time. It's about time. It's still gonna take them a while, a couple of months, but hopefully these rates and things start to creep back up. We all could use a lot of money coming next year. I'm Brother Andrew. We trying to buy a house, something. Let me see. The Long Mountain Way sounds good. Oh, now you want to go Long Mountain Way, huh? Now you want to go to Long Mountain Way. Now let me tell you about the Long Mountain Way. Ain't nothing wrong with Long Mountain. If you talking about getting a used truck, just understand that on top of the breakdowns you gonna have that truck note too. There's gonna be breakdowns with a truck note, so just keep that in mind. And because you got a newer truck over there in Long Mountain, it's gonna be a little bit more expensive than if you had an older truck. A 12.7 costs a lot less than say like a DD15 or a Cummins or a PACCAR or whatever the latest greatest shoe shine engine is. Part of the truck work for Mr. Charlie and slowly fits the truck. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And that's what we need to use Mr. Charlie for. Mr. Charlie, well, I say the Russians. You get with the right Russian company, cent per mile, 70 cent a mile, no deductions, low deductions. You can use them, run, fit your truck, things like that. But as far as Mr. Charlie go, I would use them for like, if you owe back taxes or if you just need a legitimate job, things like that. That's when I use Mr. Charlie. Or you just want to be W-2. There ain't nothing wrong with W-2 now. I love W-2 company driver. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all. What we got? Just gotta survive the first year. The disclaimer is funny. Oh yeah, we gotta do the disclaimer. We gotta do the disclaimer. I be forgetting sometimes, but we got to do the disclaimer. It's better than paying full price. I think I skipped one. I'm looking to clear all my debt, stack my bread, and buy me a cash truck. 50K is my goal. Ain't nothing wrong with clearing debt now. That's a good goal for 2026, clearing debt. Ain't nothing wrong with clearing debt. Would you ever go back to hauling fuel as an owner operator? No, because I don't have the trucks for it. I thought about doing it when I was over at Lowe's. Problem is, I didn't have no mirror roof truck at the time. I only had a flat top, and A lot of these fuel hauling companies wanted 2012 and newer trucks, which I don't have 2012 and newer. And then on top of that, it had to be mirror roof or flat top, and majority of them prefer decals, but you can't have a sleeper. Because I was looking at P and Tank Lines, Usher Transport. Now Usher Transport, they would take me here in Nashville, which they did take me, but they claimed they didn't have a lot of work, so I don't know what's up with that. But Usher would they would take all the trucks. But like I said, they claimed they didn't have a lot of work. So I ended up going to Love's. Andrew told me to get a fat girl for tax time and get the down payment for a truck. Man, I don't know if that's a good idea, man. I don't know if that's a good idea, man. We gotta find a way to keep the money in our pocket, not out of our pocket. Keep the money in the pocket. Tell you, it's hard on the truck driver. Everybody's out there truck driver, man. I'm trying to tell you. I go through it. I'm on social media, so even I got to start looking broke now. Don't I look broke enough? Shoot, look at the hair. Don't I look wild and crazy? You think people care what my hair look like, bro? They still know if they need something, they come to Andrew. That's how they treat me now. Now it's like something go wrong. I'm talking about these people that I know in real life. When something go wrong in their life, guess who the first person they coming to? Hey, Andrew. Hey Andrew, now look here, man. Look, hey man, I need some help, man. You know what I've been going through. I done told you, man. Hey, I know if you got it, I know you can go get it tomorrow. That's how they treat me now. And I'm like, bro, I'm tired of helping people. I'm tired of helping people, giving money. I ain't look, man. Look, I'm gonna start explaining to people. Hey, look, my expenses going in 2026, man. I'm dishing money left and right. Dishing money left and right. The trucking company costs money to run. It ain't free. It ain't free running no trucking company, man. You got, like I said, you got fuel card, trailer rent, claims you may have to pay out of pocket. Oh, don't be out here with a reefer trailer. You may have to pay the claim out of pocket. Shoot, man. Shoot. Unless you just want to, now you ain't got to pay the claim out of pocket. You got insurance. It's just if the insurance take the claim, you may not be able to afford the insurance. I'm scared to run reefer underneath my authority, man. Even though I know, how to do it and all that. I ain't never been 100% perfect with reefer. I done had loads in my career when I opened the door, it didn't go right. I even had a claim with the Russians. So no. I ain't trying to put that on there. I do drive-in all day long. Drive-in, flatbed. I'm not scared of flatbed under my authority because I can see when something going wrong with that. I can look in the rearview mirror and see some straps falling off and some stuff need to be tightened and all that. But that reefer trailer, oh my God, man, shoot, I done had too much. I'm gonna tell you the first story I had when I first was doing reefer with Night Transportation. Oh my God, I never forget, man. I pulled up to a Walmart distribution center. I had a load of mangoes on. The video's still on YouTube, man. A load of mangoes, man. Look here, I'm thinking I'm riding clean. I was probably what? At Night Transportation, I think I was probably about 22 years old. Pulled up the Walmart distribution center, and y'all know how y'all gotta pull up to open the doors, and then you back in and drop your trailer. And back in the day, they used to make you drop your trailer, and you go park in the bobtail section. They give you a pager, and you sit there 12 hours. Man, I opened them doors and I'm talking about mangoes went everywhere out there trailer. I'm talking about everybody looking. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do. Mangoes falling. I'm just going. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't close the door fast enough. Man, shoot, boy. Then you gotta go and take the walk of shame. You gotta take the walk of shame. You gotta walk all the way in the Walmart distribution door and with your head down like this. Hey man, look. Man, y'all won't believe this. I got mangoes rolling all over y'all yard. Shoot, man. You know what Walmart gonna say? They go, you got what? They got that stamp like this. Boom, decline. Man, shoot, I'll never forget that, man. Do y'all know Night Transportation? It took them 2 days to figure out what to do with all the mangoes. Man, we had to go and they found a what do you call it? Like a food bank to go and deliver the load to. Out now, Thing is, it wasn't. I ain't had no authority, so I don't know how much that costs. You know, I don't know how that worked. When a reefer company got to take a load to food bank and all that, I don't know how that worked. I don't know if that's just you just giving them that for free and you pay the claim. I don't know how that worked. I ain't trying to find out either. I ain't trying to be sick. I ain't trying to get sued. I ain't trying to forget all that, man. I'd rather run underneath the Russian authority because they seem to be with all the money. Let them deal with the claim. Yeah. Let them deal with the claim. But even when I was with the Russians, I loaded. I want to say it was all totes. So it was a tote like right here. Totes like see how this is a tote, but it was way smaller than that. And inside the totes, I'm assuming they had juices inside the totes. But they just double stacked the totes, and none of the totes was damaged. But when I got to the shipper, when I got to the receiver for them to unload it, they got all the way to the back of the trailer, and the last two totes was leaking. They were leaking. Well, whose fault is that? It ain't my fault. It ain't the shipper fault. But guess what? They declined those last two totes. Okay, who's responsible for that? Oh, that's a claim. What the broker feel like? Depends what the broker say. What you think the broker said? Find somewhere to throw it away, and your carrier deal with it. I ain't trying to figure. Of course I found somewhere to throw them totes away, but who paid for it? I don't know. I don't know how that worked. I ain't trying to find out. Them preloaded trailers will have you on the edge when it's time to open the doors. Yeah. I heard a lot of different situations going with that reefer, and I feel like I didn't even like the way Night Transportation taught me how to load a reefer trailer. As far as getting 3 load lots and just going straight down the middle. It wasn't until I watched EMT on YouTube. I think it's EMT or EMT something. Them guys down there in Florida with them custom trucks. Let me see what they call. Hold on, we lost connection. Let the connection go back. EMT trucking. Yeah, when I started watching EMT official trucking on YouTube, and I started to see how they put up their load lots, I was like, I was never taught this. They got load lots that go straight up and down. They put them up. They put them straight up and down. Then they go sideways. And I said, I was never taught this. Now, if I load a trailer the way they secure they freight, I wouldn't have nothing to worry about. The problem is I wasn't never taught that. It wasn't. I seen one of their videos this year, and I was like, wait a minute, I ain't never learned how to load no reefer like that. Let me see if I can find one of their videos. They got a lot though. Let me see real quick. Kind of scroll through. Which one of these are they loading up a reefer? Oh, I think that's it right here. Let me see what he put in the reefer. Okay. So he got one load lot going straight up and down. I ain't even found a load lot that could go straight up and down like that.
Let me tell you something. There's not anything wrong. Don't let anybody tell you there's anything wrong with putting 2, maybe 3, whatever makes you feel comfortable. This is definitely to your discretion. You can use as many load locks as you possibly can.
Let me turn the volume up right quick. My volume, Matt. Alright.
Of course. So, hey, why not use them? So, we're going to use 2 here. This one I already had out, as long as it needs to go. I'll put it right up against here. There you go. I don't like cutting off the chute, so I try to put it on the sides as much as I can. Of course, we got to put some on the sides. Every now and then you might have to cut off what I call cut off the chute. You might have to put one in the middle, but you're still getting the airflow from the sides. You don't want to put 3-4 load lots up in the chute, because of course it's going to cut off your airflow, and you want your air to go all the way back to the door, come down, and circle back. That's kind of how the chute runs. So we don't want to cut that off. We're going to leave the chute kind of open as much as we can at all times. Grab another load lot. Still got good airflow. And I'm gonna throw one of these low locks back a little bit. I'm gonna step here, throw a low lock back. This one here.
See how you secure the freight?
Now, 9 times out of 10, it's probably not gonna go anywhere. I didn't have to put that low lock there, but for extra security, never know what might happen. Somebody may cross in front of us, might have to jam on brakes real soon. I like to have as much protection back here as I possibly can. So again, we got that strapped in. I'm going to throw on one extra low lock on this one as well. So I'm low lock this one in, work it all the way out.
He got 5 low locks, and then
Lock it in here.
he come through with straps.
There you go. Got it all locked in. And we're going to tighten that down. It's tight. I always take this. We'll tie it in. And there you go. So now say the low locks, that's pretty safe, pretty secure. But then we're gonna go back behind.
So right off the top,
Scrap lock.
I have never used straps inside of no reefer trailer my whole career, let alone hit any low locks going straight up and down. So I didn't learn that until I seen his YouTube channel. I was like, wait a minute, why? That looks a lot more secure than what I've been doing. So yeah, I don't know. You learn something every day on YouTube. So I did try that. I did try to use the low lock going up and down when I was with the Russians. The problem is the low lock you get out the truck stop. I know I believe they come in different sizes, but the ones at the truck stop, they're not tall enough to go straight up and down. It's not gonna reach. So he got some custom low locks. Maybe he got some low locks from Fleet Pride or something like that. I don't know. Let me see. You see some straps loose on the flatbed, it's probably already too late. Louis the Builder, they got them heavy duty low locks. I've been doing that. Problem is you gotta have low bars that will reach floor to ceiling. Yeah, that's the thing. You gotta have, I don't know where they get the bars that go straight up and down that can reach. I don't know where that's at. Shoot. Now when I see how he load the trailer, I'm like, okay, I do that under my authority. You know, that look a lot more safer. But my thing is, why we was never taught that? And then I don't think them E-tracks, I don't know if I ever seen the E-tracks in any of the reefers I ever pulled. I don't think I have. I probably ain't never paid attention. I don't think I ever seen no E-tracks. Not that I can remember. But yeah. Looking at the way he load that freight, he ain't worried about no freight falling. I would even after that strap, I would even came through with a long low bar straight across. Maybe 2 more low lots at the bottom, you know. You ain't gotta worry about nothing. That looks secure. I was wondering if you was going to use the E-track, or if he was going to use the E-track like securing that load like a flatbedder. They got the company on their page. Slime pack, I work for KLL in the motor, opened the door, and the whole pallet almost fell on me. I had to hold the door close with the strength of 10 crackheads. Or cut you some 2x4s into blocks. Yeah, that'll work too. Learn something new every day, man. Watching different people on YouTube, man. Like I said, I've been doing it 10 years, and that's the first time I ever seen somebody load a reefer trailer like that. You know, I believe they need to start teaching that in school. How to load a trailer like that. Shoot, I think also, what's that little airbag? That little airbag that they inflate and put between the pallets. Sometimes these shippers be forgetting to do it. I think the truck driver should have a way to, hey, we need a way to get them. We should have a pack of airbags so we can air up ourselves and sit in between both the boxes. That way it can't move side to side. We need that too, because sometimes them shippers won't even do that either. So learn something new every day. But you know, I done been on here an hour and 30 minutes. It's time for me to eat. What time is it? 3:30? It's 3:30. I guess I'm finna go and do something else. So happy New Year, Merry Christmas, and next year, hopefully we're doing something fun and entertaining. Just make sure y'all having fun while y'all driving these trucks, man. I tell you, it's more fun driving a truck when you ain't got no camera in it. Way more. Well, if you're a guy, it's way more fun. If you're a girl, then the camera ain't gonna really matter. Well, actually, it will, because Mr. Charlie watching. He always watches. He watching when the camera is not blinking either. Oh, they watching that camera non-stop. Don't let them fool you into thinking the camera only work when the light turn red. The camera 24 hours. If you don't believe me, go and work for Mr. Charlie Fuel Hauling Company, and you will see if the camera is recording 24 hours or if it only records when it turned red. Oh, Mr. Charlie, oh, don't worry. Don't worry. Mr. Charlie gonna show you. They gonna do you like they did me. They gonna do you like they did me. Mr. Charlie gonna show you the footage. Oh man, look, hey Andrew, man, we saw you was on the cell phone. Look right here at the 11-minute mark, you was on the cell phone. I said, but the light didn't even turn red. Oh, I know, we were just reviewing the clip for the day. We were just going through the whole 12-hour timeline to see what you were doing all day. We just thought we'd let you know that at the 11-minute mark, you was on the cell phone. Even though it didn't turn red, you know, we still recording you 24 hours. Shoot, man. I had one of our guys at Loves had I want to say he had got the fighting at he didn't get the fighting at the fuel rack. He got banned from the fuel rack. They ended because they were trying to see why he got banned. They ended up rewinding all the cameras on the truck and trailer. They rewinded that crap back to the time he got to the fuel out, not the fuel out, the fuel racks. They watched the whole clip of him to see why he got banned, and then they fired him. They fired him. Hey, the camera is recording 24 hours. 24 hours. Shoot. I don't know what y'all talking about. Yeah, they watching you all day, every day. I heard one trucking company. One trucking company was it? It was a lady on here that she had said she got cameras in the TVs on the truck. You know the TV in the sleeper. They got a camera in the TV in the sleeper. I forgot it was dang, I can't remember that lady's name. What is her name? Can't remember her name, but she had came on here. She was in my comment section, and she was like, "Yeah, you know, our trucks, the TV in the truck, you know, the big screen TV. I'm talking about the big screen. You know how y'all watch TV in the sleeper? They got a camera in the truck. That's how they know if their driver's in the sleeper." And I said, "Bro, the driver don't even know that the TV got a camera in it." I'm like, "Man, bro, what?" Mr. Charlie got their eyes on you all day, every day. All day, every day, Mr. Charlie watching. So, yeah, man, I look. I need my privacy. You know what I'm talking about? I don't need no tracker on the truck. Everybody know where I'm going and all this nonsense. No.
Hey,
What's up?
you spent about $2,500 for Christmas, didn't you?
Oh man, shoot! I wish. Shoot.
Yeah. It's crazy out here. Them Somalians got rich, didn't they?
Man, out of Minnesota.
Yeah.
Man, it ain't just that. It's Chicago too.
Wow.
I think they more rich in Chicago. The Russians.
Yeah, the Russians. You're right.
Yeah. They didn't take
Like
over.
all the foreigners, even the Mexicans. It seems like all the foreigners came over here. They got paid. America didn't get shit.
Everybody getting paid but us.
And that's the truth right there.
Yeah,
Everybody get paid but us.
They all got brand new trucks, brand new trailers, everything fresh off the dealership lot.
Food stamp, Section 8, everything. You know, and you cannot fill out for no food stamp.
Yeah.
Working at a pizza place, they gonna tell you, "Oh, you make too much."
Yeah, they taking over, man. They taking over.
Yeah, but it ain't nobody's fault but America's fault. Though.
Yeah. We the one to let them do it.
That last president, he was no good for this country.
Right.
He was no good. You know, some people you can't argue that debate because they hate Donald Trump so much.
Yeah.
But you know, you got to look at the facts. The facts speak louder than anything. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The economy's up. Wall Street's up. All the money's up.
Yeah.
And you know why the money up? Because and then they taking the illegal immigrants off of food stamp welfare and everything. You feel me?
Hey.
In 2026, America gonna get their money slowly but surely.
Yeah. It's slowly coming. It's slowly. They get them out of tracking slowly. They need to crack over California. They working on it. It's taking a while.
Hey man, it's gonna be hunting season for the next 3 years.
Right.
Hey, I don't give a fuck what they said about Donald Trump. He don't like them illegal immigrants.
Right.
He don't like them. They can say he racist and everything. That's a damn lie.
Right.
He done did more for blacks than any president have.
Right. I agree.
But still, see at the same time, you know, it's just like my job. I ended up getting laid off from my job. Had to pick up a job. I do security. I do security and I do another little place at a restaurant. But it's 2 jobs is easier than 1 job.
Right.
Because I ain't really doing nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I'm getting paid for it.
Hey, what about AI? Was AI affecting y'all?
Who?
AI.
AI.
Like the robots and stuff.
Nah. Hell no.
Oh, okay. You know, a lot of people out here getting laid off because of AI.
Yeah, but they laid off a lot of black folks at my job because of they had a lot of illegal.
Oh, they got the cheap labor.
A lot of illegal immigrants, and then they did another thing. They drug test all the blacks.
Oh man, that ain't good.
It ain't nothing but 3 whites there, so you know it's about 11 blacks there, 3 white, and the other 150 is Mexican.
Oh man, you should have known what was going on.
I said, I feel like they're gonna let us off. She said, she said, you've been up for years. I said, it don't make no difference. I said, for the last 3 years, me and all the blacks been talking amongst each other, right?
Right.
And we could see that it was going on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We were like, damn, man. We've been saying 2 years ago, man, we're going to find another job. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, me gonna clean y'all out.
All the way out.
You ain't call ICE?
Hey, I done tried calling him 100 times.
Come on, man.
I'm on God. I don't know how to get to him. If I done called DA, I called the 1-800-352 ICE number. It always put me on hold.
I ain't seen ICE in Tennessee yet. They ain't made it here yet.
I was in Antioch one time.
You seen me in Antioch?
They've been in Antioch and Murfreesboro, but they coming here.
Hey.
It's a slow process, and hell, I'll be glad they get here. I'm like yesterday. I want them. They should have been here. Man, what happened to the weather, man?
I don't know, man. I'm glad it ain't cold.
Me too.
Shoot, it ain't 10 degrees today.
Yeah, me and my girl, we're gonna grill, and my grandson and her granddaughter. Yeah, I cleared the dog out. I don't have to worry about all that dog shit no more.
Right.
I picked up so much dog shit, and I said, man, I'm gonna start spending time with my grandkid and fuck the dog.
Right.
It's cheaper to deal with my grandkid and less problem.
Makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? I could go on vacation. Hell, I went on vacation for Thanksgiving. I was down there towards Memphis for 3 days. I didn't come back home, but if I had that dog, I would have had to come back home the next day.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, man, it's been. Woo. I'm glad. I ain't dealing with it. I knew the well was fucked up, so my grass is still green. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, they brown.
No, it's green as hell in the front. I'm like, folks talk about cold, our grass still green.
Hey.
So what y'all doing for Christmas?
Oh, nothing chilling. Probably grilling too.
Yeah, that's what we doing. We're gonna probably grill later on today. Well, happy holidays, man.
All right, you too. All right, we back. Read these comments. I knew something was wrong about 2 months ago when I seen this car still at the house on Monday through Friday. First thing I thought, I said, Mr. Charlie done cleaned him out. That's the first thing I thought. He just confirmed it though. He just confirmed. He said, man, Migo done took his job. He been at that job. Dang, this is the sad part about it. Y'all want to, how many years he been working out? He moved in this house when I was in high school, and he told me he was retiring 2 years from now. No, 3 years, because he got 3 years left on the house. And in 3 years, as soon as he paid off his house, he was gonna retire. I think he told me that this year. What y'all think happened? Y'all think Mr. Charlie? Y'all think Mr. Charlie let him retire? They done pulled the plug on all that. They done pulled the plug on all that. Yeah, Mr. Charlie gonna let him retire and get out of here scot free after he done gave 20 years. Please. Yeah, Migo, they done got Migo up in there to do some free labor. I told him before. I said, man, you need to call ICE. He said, man, I tried calling ICE. You didn't try hard enough. You should have went and applied to be ICE agent. That way you can do the investigation on your own. Now, let's talk about the Donald Trump situation. See, when you're a truck driver, you must agree with everybody's point and view. He pro Donald Trump. The other lady over here is pro Joe Biden. You got to be able to have a conversation with both people at all times. Because brother old Andrew, I don't care. I don't know. Because they in different, you got to understand, they in different worlds. He affected by AI and the Migos and all that. I'm a truck driver. I'm not, ain't nothing affecting us. Well, we getting affected by, the Russians and all that, but they not affecting us to, well, we can't go get no job. See, he talking about this. But did you just hear what he just said? He had to go work? That man said he worked at the pizza joint. Oh my God, he worked at the pizza joint. Ain't nothing wrong with working at Papa Joe's or what is it, Domino's Pizza? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing. I better get back to work. I better for that be me. See, that's why social media. I'm shoot, man. Y'all better start social media, because one thing about YouTube ain't gonna come on here and let me know that they done had a bunch of Migos and labor is cheap now and they don't need to pay me the money they pay me. YouTube ain't doing none of that. Yeah, social media ain't doing none of that. Shoot. Hey, he had to get rid of the dog. That's crazy. He had to get rid of. I knew when the dog came up missing, I knew something was wrong. I said, man, I ain't seen the dog out there in about a week. They done laid him off. Mr. Charlie strike again. He got all. Can't have all your faith in Mr. Charlie. I'm pretty sure the day he went to work, he didn't know he was. Hey, today. Hey, now, say now. Hey, we regret to inform you that business is looking tight right now. We just got to cut back on expenses, and in order to cut back on expenses, you're one of our highest paid workers. They gonna do my brother the same way. He already know though. He already understand UPS gonna do him the same way. Damn, Migo, y'all hear Migo rubbing at his house? My brother been working at UPS since 1999. He understand how, because they pay. He one of them the high workers over there at UPS. He understand that any day Mr. Charlie gonna come in there and let, hey, look, hey. Now Amazon been taking over, and we got to cut back to compete with Amazon, and we got to start with the people at the top. All this seniority we sitting over here, we cut your job, we can have like 10 people the amount of money we pay you. Shoot, man. Said he don't have a 401k picture. He got 401k, my neighbor. Yeah, he got 401k. He good on his 401k, which he still had that, even though he got fired. He had that. Pension, I don't know if he got a pension, but the thing about his 401k is, I want to say he looked like he either 39. He between 39 or 42. The problem with the 401k is I don't know how much money he got in it. If I had to take a guess, because he was planning on retiring 3 years. So okay, they cut it short 3 years. But at his age, even with the 401k and him starting to live off of it, I just don't think it's enough money at his age. He got 2 jobs right now. He had to go get 2 jobs. Now I think the 401k will help him finish paying off the house. That it will do. It's gonna help him finish off paying the house. His cars are paid for. He's single. He's single. He got a girlfriend, but he the only person live at this house. But at his age, he's still gonna have to work. I just think the 401k, it helps him. It keeps him from losing the house. I think without the 401k, he'd probably lose the house, to be honest. Even though he only 3 years from paying it off. Because he just said the 2 jobs. He do a pizza, and he said he was a what did he say, a body? Did he say body? Nah, security. He said he do security at night and he do pizza. that ain't enough to pay for that house. That ain't enough income, you know. But and then it's like, okay, what do you go from here at that age? Where do you go from here? You have to start working these low-paying jobs that nobody want to be at. At his age, I would try to learn a new skill. Um, I'll try to get into some type of trade or something. I don't know, man. That's rough, man. That's why I can't be out here paying Mr. Charlie no 300,000 for no house for the next 30 years. Cause man, did you just see the situation? Did you see the situation he in? That's why I can't be owing Mr. Charlie all this money. That's why I don't accept Mr. Charlie credit card offers. I ain't trying to be in that situation, or at least when I get in that situation, I be the one. I ain't got to be a fool in the freaking office getting fired. I be, all right, Mr. Charlie, no problem. Hey, good thing I own everything, just like I did at Love's. Mr. Charlie fired me. Hey, shoot, first thing I thought, good thing I got my cash truck sitting over there. Hey, Mr. Charlie, I got three trucks. Look over there, Mr. Charlie. You see them 3 trucks on the edge? Good thing I own them 3 trucks. Good thing I own them 3 trucks, man. Shoot. I'm just joking, man. Golly, good God. I'm just saying, man. All right, y'all. I was finna get up over here, but let me see. Harpo in the building. I guess he can come to trucking at that age. I don't think he'd want to do that. I wouldn't talk him into it. Are you going to do your traveling before you tie yourself to a house? Oh yeah, we definitely gonna travel. But as far as time, keep in mind, I only plan to get a house $100,000 or less. So even a mortgage on $100,000 less house is probably like $700 a month. So it's not that big of an expense, and that's with the minimum down payment down. You know, I just don't. My theory on the house is, if I get fired, can't get no job out here, and I gotta go and do what he doing, get regular jobs. See, even with the jobs he got, I can afford $700 a month, but I can't afford rent $2,500. I can't do that. I'm shoot. Could you imagine if he was renting the house? Do you know what rent is here in Nashville, Tennessee for that house? That's about $2,500. These houses are $400,000 now. That's $2,500 month rent. And you just got fired? Oh my God. They about to evict you. They got that. Working security, $12 an hour. You know, security is about $12 an hour. Pizza joint is probably minimum wage. You can't pay no $2,500 rent. Man, you gonna be out of here. You gonna be out of here. Shoot, man. That's what I be worried about, man. Nah, man, I can't do it. I can't be out here owing Mr. Charlie all this money and then I get fired and don't know what I'm gonna do to try to get up to bed. Come on, man. But yeah, man, that's all for now. I gotta go in here. It's a real estate video I want y'all to watch. I gotta make it on StreamYard. But yeah, that's about it for this one, man. We on 2 hours. Get on YouTube and see who else is live next, man. Appreciate y'all for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, share the video if you want to share it. And happy holidays, Merry Christmas, all that good stuff to you and your family.